So what we'll do is this next one, Gerald will choose first for SPS or no SPS, since Dog chose the first time, and then Dog will choose heads or tails on the second flip for 2x kill screen or halt. Yes, Gerald would get the first pick, and it is for SPS. So if it is tails, Gerald will choose no SPS. If it is a heads, then the Dog will get his SPS request. Tails. So there will be no SPS yet again.
Gerald just always getting it.
So Dog, you have a choice now, either heads or tails for halt or 2x kill screen.
Bracket.
Yeah. Sorry, somehow I fell asleep there. My bad.
No, it's fine.
So it will be a heads. The Dog has lost the flip. So it will be halt. 39.
Right.
Our Dog is ready to go. There is no SPS, and we're on halt 39 for your championship match. Gerald Freeman looking to see if his strat will work. Didn't work out in set number 1. We'll see if set number 2 is different for him. We are waiting on a ready from Gerald, and we are set to go. Peek will count it down.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Final set of the season, technically.
Well, for YouTube, yes. This is
Yes, Gerald getting his bit of an advantage and winning both of the coin flips and getting what he wanted in both scenarios. So let's see if that actually, does anything. So we gotta have them making it 39 first.
Yeah, and I honestly think halt is a good strat as far as when we talk about gamesmanship and whatnot, because I think you have players of the caliber like a Dog that perhaps can get a few extra points on 29, and that was what makes the difference, right? Or you set yourself up for like Centerwell Kiltris or whatever it was being called these days, right? If you have the capability to do that, then the double kill screen can really work into your advantage, where you can get those extra points, right? But if you have a halt and it's just a simple cutoff right there and that's it, you can't do anything, then I think that could potentially work in someone like Gerald's favor, where you're trying to force your opponent to really squeeze out the last bits and maybe make errors.
Yeah, as much as one might say maybe St. P sets is just objectively more fair in a line cap, I do like the idea of kind of like players having their different like their different preferences and that sort of thing, and it comes down to strategy and who wins coin flips and stuff. I kind of like that because it kind of, I don't know, it adds like a certain other element to the game, even if it's not that like needed or serious. It's still, it adds something to the strategy.
I mean, that's what these games are about. These are strategy games. You're trying to, beat, in essence, the computer, right? You try to outthink it and outlast it. So in a game of head-to-head classic Tetris, you're trying to outthink not only the computer, but you're also outthinking your opponent and try to strategize and say, what is the best opportunity for me to overcome that and work it out? Some people, as you mentioned, feel that SPS is the way to go. It's feeling that if my opponent's going to encounter the same situation that I'm going to encounter, perhaps they'll be the one that tops out first before me, right? And in some cases, the thinking behind that works. I would probably say more so in the lower levels of classic Tetris, where players are not attuned to deal with drought management and things like that. But when you're talking about at the high level of the esport, I think it really doesn't matter whether you have SPS or not. I think it just matters on how you stack the blocks, right? People contest that because of drought management, as we mentioned. Like, somebody's not getting the same equal drought. Like, saw Dog got a 54-piece drought where Gerald did not get that because they were not doing SPS. Then, clearly you have every right to say, oh man, if they had the same thing, I don't know if Gerald would have survived that. But again, we're talking some of the best in the world here going at it. So I think one way or another, they find a way to overcome that.
Yeah. Regardless, they still have great games, whether it's St. P sets or not. So You don't need to have him to do well, but it's always, I guess, it just depends. But as we talk about this, both players are on a 600k transition efficiency, with this around the same pace too. Look at that.
Right, and mind you, this is not SPS.
Yeah, yeah. Not SPS, and they still do relatively even right now. Gerald with a 444, Dog 422.
3 lines separate the two, and it's basically a Tetris is the difference.
Dog experiencing a bit of a drought here, but gets the long bar. Not too late here. And another long bar for good measure, so 469 for Dog. 490 for Gerald, gets that at 500k into 100 lines, so very, very efficient game. Potential for a high or mid 600k transition on Gerald's side.
And Dog not too far behind there. Dog probably be about a Tetris or 2 behind Gerald, unless he gets slowed down at some point in these last 26 lines.
Doesn't look like it so far, but we still got plenty of lines to go. Maybe something happens, but Gerald gets a Tetris, so does Dog. 558 versus 560, so very even, and they continue to be even. Maybe it'll stay like this. Who knows? Gerald first to get the 600k not transition, but 600k before transition, I mean. A couple of setups here for Tux.
Dog playing with fire here at the top.
Oh, Dog. Very nicely done. And I was about to comment on Gerald's nice adjustment there. He kind of set a S piece, or I think it was a Z piece, to the side to accommodate the J double tuck. So that was very smart on Gerald's side, and Dog surviving that very gnarly dig there.
And Gerald has turned this into a dirty Tetris that is cleaned out right before transition. 636 to 615. Dog is up a little high. He'll look to roll his way out of this one. Gerald will slam another Tetris to go to 662, increasing his lead. Dog will just survive.
It's going to bring this pace down a significant amount, which Gerald can capitalize, but Dog scores a Tetris there. 648 versus Gerald's 660, but once again, Dog in a bit of a situation right now. Not getting the right pieces he needs.
Very high scores as we're in level 21. Gerald certainly making a statement. He was the overwhelming favorite in the prediction poll to win here, and I think it's because of the double, reset that he would need. He needs a bracket reset. He had to be swept twice. Not swept, but he just needed to be beaten twice in order to be defeated. So you're asking Dog to try to beat him 2 times over, and not an easy feat.
And we've seen reasons why in the previous set. I remember in the first game, Gerald was like ahead by about 200,000 points, but in early, I'll say early, but like, I know it's weird to say it, but like an early top out at 29 gave Dog the runway to chase that down by 35. So regardless of how significant this lead may be on Gerald's side, it's still not insurmountable by any means, even in the later levels.
Continue on. We're on level 24. Dog, a mini drought, but is able to get the long bar in time, and another one to score. He's down 127,000 points. Gerald coming out with a monster game right now.
Yeah, this could even be like a max out at 25. I think he already did that in the previous match, I believe.
He did, yes.
And oh, right below that. It's fine. 26 max out. Still very incredible here from Gerald.
You could potentially say it was still a 25 because he had one more burn left in and points would transfer over. So
Like
I'll give him yeah, he was at 199. We'll give him credit. But nonetheless, 198,000 points.
Yeah, so once
Gerald
again,
dominant.
yeah, once again, looks like Dog is just gonna have to hope that he can outdo Gerald in the kill screen to take this game. Go first Tetris there for Dog at 983. Gerald already with a 1.17. Could get a 1.2 into 29. Dog with max out 1.02. And here we go. We are off and running with a 29 play. Could we see the double kill screen or the halt at this point? Go Dog. Tetris there for Dog, 1.06. Gerald already with 1.2, but Dog trying to set up a next Tetris here. Not getting the right pieces, so it's going to have to burn down a little bit. He's solving that Jade Banksy with a long bar. And we're going to get that shredded here. Looks like he is Tetris ready. Where's the llama for Dog, though? Oh, needs something to the left side. Gets the flat L to the left side. But not getting the llama in time. And Gerald might top out here. And Gerald's going to top out with 1.23. So once again, we are seeing the same thing as in set 1. Can Dog chase this down as well? 1.23 is the score to beat. 1.2316. So 1.232 would be what you need. Okay, Dog gets a Tetris there, 1.18. Can pretty much burn this down and just line out into kill screen. Not kill screen, until 39.
Basically, call 39 a kill screen at this point, because that's where it comes to the end. Dog not able to get that L over.
Oh.
Oof. And this rotated the J there.
Oh, nothing's going to burn there. Nothing's going to burn.
Oh, he's getting squared to death, too.
Okay, nice double. But that's not going to be enough. He still needs more. Nice flat burn. Can Dog do it?
Oh, my word.
Another double for Dog. Still needs 9,000 points, 8,000 points, 6,000, 5,000. Nice.
Horizontal burns.
And he's going to do it.
Dog! G-O-D, baby.
Off like that. My God. Incredible.
G-O-D.
Jesus.
As he should pop off. I mean, honestly, what tremendous skill. What tremendous skill from the two-time CTWC champion, two-time CTL champion. What a finish there. Just Gerald with a monster game. And this is what happens when you start playing into that 29 kill screen type of speed. Anything goes, and Dog just tremendous job.
And it's what we were talking about earlier with Dog. He just keeps a level head no matter what. He doesn't panic. He was way high up there, but he still knew to take some adjustments, some flat burns, play it smart, and was able to dig this down and take game 1. And now he's the one, for the first time, in an advantage to take the championship. Let's count this down as both players are ready.
Let's see how Dog does here. As Peek will count it down. Peek can step away for like a minute, and I will return, so you're on solo.
No problem. And 3, 2, 1 Tetris, and here we go. So, like I said, this is the first time in this finals that Dog is the one with the advantage. Has completed the bracket reset and is now in the lead, 1-0. Now it's Gerald's turn to try to tie up the set. Give some online facts here. Dog 4-1 in grand finals. And technically 6-3 in grand finals, just in general. It's for CTL. Between the two players, I know they played more in the playoffs. That was crazy. And that's just game 1, so hopefully we see many more to come. Gerald right now with 94,000 points. Dog at 97,000 points, 120,000. Looking for his back-to-back championship run. Bit of a avoids the spire for Dog, getting bursted with the S pieces. Now Gerald with a cleaner board, but Dog gets out of the situation pretty quickly. He is 40,000 points behind, but gets another Tetris right now. 147 off 34 lines. 188 for Gerald. Yeah, this is in fact a bracket reset. For anybody wondering, Dog has already won the first set. So now this is it, the final set of the season.
For all the marbles, indeed.
So yeah, we are about 50 lines in the 18 play. Yeah, Gerald is the winner seat this time.
As Gerald defeated Dog earlier tonight in the winners part of the bracket.
Then Dog.
Yeah, we had two deciders. Two deciders to start the show here.
Yeah, it was a very exciting way to start, and the last set we just had was really exciting as well, especially that last game. And yeah, I think we're 1-1 in the season, not season, but in the playoffs between these two players. As Gerald won his first match and Dog won the second. Now this is it, the third match, the third set. Gerald with a bit of burning he has to deal with, gonna bring his efficiency down a significant amount. Dog with a dirty Tetris there for Gerald. And Dog with a bit of a burning, but not really that much, just a couple of burns and he's already out of the situation, just like that. And 364 for Dog. Bit of a drought by the looks of it, but gets the lawnmower pretty quickly.
See Gerald here holding out for this lawnmower. Finally it comes. He gets a dirty Tetris for him. He's trying to avoid making a Rory dependency, which is having multiple longbar dependencies. But suddenly the game is not feeding him what he wants. Now longbars are sort of raining down, but you can't use them. And again, another longbar dependency forming. So certainly not the sequence that Gerald is looking for, but he'll get another Tetris in. It's 22,000 points behind Dog, as they are about 4 lines separated in the total count.
Yeah, looks like in this instance, Gerald was the one getting a bit of the short end of the stick and the RNG for different piece sets. That's just what happens. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. 414 right now for Gerald. 438 for Dog, who is once again 600k potential with this efficiency. And another dirty centerable Tetris there for Gerald.
And you can see the skill level here that Gerald is just certainly using the pieces to his advantage, trying to hold out and, as we talked about, Peek, try to transfer this well efficiently, as he has done that again with another dirty Tetris. Get as many dirty Tetris as you can. Most players in the lower divisions would just try to burn away and get out of that mess as quickly as possible. But when you are a very skilled player like Gerald and Dog, you certainly want to try to be effective with the amount of points being given. And look at that beautiful adjustment from Gerald to set up the J-Tuck.
And there was also, at the same time, a great adjustment from Dog. He saw the Lombard coming on the left side and set up a intentional dependency to avoid the burn and also even out his stack. So very nicely done for both. And Dog, 598. One more Tetris will give him the 600k, or even like a double or something. Nice tuck there for Dog. And a Tetris in the transition for both. 558 for Gerald. 622 for Dog. Oh, double flip there at the beginning on Dog's side.
So Dog trying to think about maybe a lumbar flat there, but it was only going to be 3 wide, not 4. He certainly rotated that at the right time.
Yeah, Dog with a little Lombard. Gets a nice Lombard there to solve the hole in a stack. Now we'll love another Lombard to solve the dependency, but transfers it into a J dependency, L dependency, which he solves as well and gets a nice touch there. 663 for Dog. 659 for Gerald. Pretty neck and neck considering Dog's more efficient start on 18. And a dirty Tetris there for Gerald at 690.
Yeah, if you're Gerald, you cannot afford to lose this game. You do not want to go down 2-0 to the guy that made you have to get the bracket reset, have to make you play. more Tetris than you really probably want to. And certainly trying to deny you from getting your first ever championship. Dog trying to join the pantheon of the immortals and become only the third player in CTL history to win 3 championships overall.
Dog gets that J dependency solved, scores a Tetris, now 7-18. Gerald has the lead still, 7-38, but it's very, very slight, less than a Tetris separating these 2 players. And Dog sets up a Lombard dependency, so we'll see how much that does for his stack. Waiting on that Lombard, getting a bit shrouded at the wrong time for Dog, so it's going to cause some more burns, as Gerald also can't Tetris as his well is closed. And he opens right back up in a boom Tetris for Gerald, 773. Another Tetris, 803 for Gerald.
Dog again, another nasty drought. He's had some really monster droughts tonight. We saw him with a 54-piece drought. He had a 40 earlier, and you just saw he had like another 40 in this one.
Yeah, just Dog wasn't getting lucky with the pieces, but still doing great in this efficiency. Getting a couple burns here. 811 at level 26. Gerald 843. We saw the same thing in game 1 again, where Gerald is just ahead, but that kill screen play, early top out, or earlier than Dog, just cost him the game. So we'll see how this pans out. But Gerald looking for the right pieces here. Is Tetris ready? Nice burns there from Gerald.
One more time and just not in Gerald's favor. Cannot open the wells up, and he's going to set up again. Split triple. We are closing in on 28 for Gerald.
Yeah, he's taking a 48,000 point deficit right now. Might go dirty. He's going dirty. And a dirty Tetris there for Gerald into 28. 907. Dog with a 956. Gerald could set up 2 more Tetrises before kill screen. And a Tetris for Gerald. 943. Once again, this will come down to kill screen play, or 29 play if you rather, and takes a Tetris and the kill screen. 996 for Dog, 981 for Gerald. Both players setting up for Tetrises. Gerald gets a Tetris. Dog with a Lombard gets a Lombard for a Tetris. Now 1.04. Gerald with a 1.02 takes the lead with that Tetris.
Ooh, it's back and forth we go. Ooh, Peak, this could be the game we were looking for. Oh my word.
Dog does have a Lombard dependency though, so this could be problematic, but is burning this down nicely. Ooh, gets a Lombard up to the left side, gets the T-piece to accommodate that gap. Now needs a Lombard. Dog needs a Lombard, gets a Lombard, that's going to be a double. Needs another one, that's going to top out. So Dog will top out at 1.06. Gerald takes game 2, and we have a tied set.
Wow. What a match. What a game number 2. Gerald clutches up, stays alive. He ties up Dog, exactly what he needed. You didn't want to go down 2-0 in that sequence. He ties it up. We're guaranteed at least 2 more games here, Peak. Oh, the championship is heating up.
Can we see a decider in the championships to determine who will be the champion? I would love to see it, but only one way to find out. Gerald's still going, kind of flaunting his skills a little bit here. Waiting for the Lombard. Oh my god, gets the Lombard all the way to the left. That was like a 10 or 11 high.
Old Bucket, a big Dog fan, of course.
And we got a ready party of 5 from T-Storm.
Oh, look at that. That match is already done, and we're still going here.
Go, game number 3. Final set. Who will take the advantage and potential match point for game 4 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Where did the Dog go? There he is, I guess.
We always say it is a crucial game 3 here.
Go Gerald with the first blood in that Tetris. 22,000 points for both. A simul Tetris, so yeah, definitely back and forth throughout the entire match. One per player will have the advantage in one set, win the entire thing. The other player will just come right back up. There's really no way to tell who's gonna win this.
No, certainly not. It can go either way. We've seen it back and forth. We've seen Gerald victorious over Dog earlier in the winner's side of the bracket. We have seen Dog come back and beat Gerald. They have been battling it out. They have faced each other back last season, so you're getting back-to-back championship matches. It's almost like it's, you know, talking about in football, right? You're getting like back-to-back. It's the Patriots versus the Cowboys or something, right? I don't know.
Dude, I imagine watching football.
Imagine, come on. Aren't you from Texas, bro?
I am, but I'm also from the other place that watches the other football.
Yeah, well, that's true. Oh man. See if I watch more of that football, I would probably, you know, try to come up with the names down there. I can't remember.
I have been trying to kind of get into American football.
Cruz Azul, maybe, right?
Oh yes, my favorite team that's currently, I think, in last place or something like that.
Oh, how about that?
Good God, man. I'm just not getting lucky. But Gerald is getting lucky with this efficiency. Not me luck, but you know what I mean. 234 at 38,000 points. 202 for Dog. So who?
Well, hopefully we'll get a little lucky with the match arena as we will continue to court that. We're at 567, so thank you for those that have contributed to this stream. We much appreciate everything that you've done so far. Of course, big shout outs to major players like K9 watching Tetris, who of course contributed $300 of his own hard-earned dollars to this prize pool. We've had contributions today from Wallband for $10.19. TST has also contributed $12.34. King has contributed $100 of my own money. Is that that?
And I contributed by claiming a code.
And you contributed by claiming a code. Yes.
Well, yeah.
And those of you that are watching the stream right now, live on Twitch, you could also help contribute by doing sponsor quests. Those are still available anytime, as long as you haven't done them already. So please head on over to the Matcherino link and do some sponsor quests. All it is like follow streamers or a YouTube page, or just answer a question or visit a website. It's very simple, and every single cent that is done for it heads on over to the player pool. And we just got a contribution of $10. How about that, Pete?
By Colin, right? Our fellow super streamer. So thank you so much.
All good. $10. Thank you, Colin, for that. That basically was his CTL money for Restreamed that he got paid.
Yeah, so
Motion wants a shout out because claimed that they may have done a code, can't remember. So you get a shout out.
Yeah, that's basically how super streamers are. Any money we make, we just put it back in the pot.
Nope. Well, you have a little extra from the last one. So
Yeah.
You could keep that.
I'll make sure to spend it somewhere.
Put that on the Cruz Azul jersey. Ooh, Dog with a misdrop of the L piece. Be problematic, but Lombard will come and help him bring this set down.
Yeah, you should be okay. Oh, but Gerald in the same situation. Wow. Who needs same piece sets when you're a top level player? Look at that. Exactly the same scenario. Both looking for a Lombard. Actually, just Gerald. But Gerald getting his a bit too late. He's set for a dirty Tetris right now. And he's going to get that dirty Tetris at 5:03. Dog following suit.
Again, another close game here, Peek.
Yeah, it's really just shows a consistency that you have to be an elite player. Like, both of these have just been consistently hitting like 600Ks, 500Ks, you know, regardless of what dig they get themselves into. They somehow are able to get themselves clean fast enough to keep being fairly efficient before 19, which is, you know, one of the big reasons why they're in the finals to begin with.
Indeed. Gerald transitions first. He is at 563. Dog has still got lines to go. Burning it away because there's no Lombard in sight. We'll roll J over to the left. Keep that slope happening. But he's just going to burn in because guess what? Another job for Dog. Not as high as the other ones he's encountered today, but certainly one that has dissipated the pace.
Yeah, Dog 57,000 point deficit as Gerald is burning. Who will take the match point? I'm not the match point, but who will be in the advantage for the match point? This is very close to tell. Gerald in a bit of trouble here, a bit of burning he has to deal with. With up an L or J, Lombard works. Now could get a Tetris. It needs a Lombard. Can't afford to get droughted much. And gets a Llama for a Tetris. Now that's going to be a triple afterwards. 651 for Gerald. Dog has chased this lead down, but has double flipped that T-piece. Gets a Tetris and takes the lead, but now has to burn. So now Gerald takes a triple, looking to get this row 2 set up. And gets a Tetris. 690 versus 688 for Dog.
Yeah, Dog was waiting for a piece to help kind of burn that away, but instead, I think a few extra burns, came up with some good solves, and now he's back clean. Much cleaner board than Gerald has. Dog can come right back, Tetris in, and it is a 3,800 point lead. Gerald stacking like S pieces right in the tower there. Very dangerous maneuver.
Gerald just zipping those pieces left and right. Takes a Tetris and the lead, 761, but is ahead by over a level. So this could play into factor later on. Dog burning this down, keeping it safe. Not going too aggressive, and is Tetris ready, but getting droughted. Gerald has a Tetris, 797, scoring the lead right back. But Dog takes the lead right back. Well, not really. Not yet. 796, but it is neck and neck here.
Not a shock between these two players. We're just seeing back and forth matches. They are so evenly matched. It is crazy.
Yeah, there's no way to tell who has the advantage in, or who will prevail here in this game 3. And Gerald is now 26 now. Tetris ready, so is Dog. Dog gets a Tetris first, bit of a drought there, but got the Tetris in time. Gerald a bit high up there. A drought is forming for Gerald as well, but gets a Tetris into 27, 878, 924 for Dog. So Gerald with a max out potential into 29. Dog with a 1.1 potential to 29.
Something of a very cheeky delayed burn. It could cost him here. Oh, he misses the Z-spin. It would have been a brilliant move, but he could not execute it and lead him to start burning. And we are at it. Most certainly, this is not the height you want to be here, Peek, as we are getting close to that 29.
No, he needs to take this down as soon as possible. 5 lines to burn before transition. Might get the triple. That's going to be a double, I mean. And is going to get the single and transition with a Tetris 966. Dog with a max out 1.03. It's going to Tetris with a 1.07, 27, and 29. I mean, Gerald takes a Tetris with the max out there. So we are off and running here once again. Can this be it?
We've been waiting all night to see someone get to 39 in a match. We're getting closer and closer each time. They are going further and further. And we will see. This is the huge game number 3. Someone will take a 2-1 advantage. Gerald kind of going all in right now. He wants a Lombard. There it is. Bang! Tetris.
Takes the lead. Oh, but hangs that J piece. Would love a Lombard to the left side. Gets the Lombard in time. And now it's going to burn this down. But it is going to give Dog the opportunity to take back the lead. Gerald will love a Lombard. Where's the Lombard here for Gerald? Doesn't get it in time. Oh, that drops that Lombard. But still not in danger yet. Nicely done there for Gerald. Still has the lead. 1.14 versus Dog's 1.12. But Dog takes the lead with that Tetris. 1.16. We are still back and forth, Kingsman.
And Dog continues to try to pound some points. Another Tetris for Dog. 62,000 point lead. Gerald looking to set up a center well. We know how sometimes those come back to bite, but he's managing very well. There's a Tetris down the middle for Gerald. Ooh, this is getting tight.
This is
and you
getting
can see.
Oh my god, okay.
Yeah, you can see that he's starting to play center well wise because he's getting ready for that halt. As we get close, it is a halt here. Instead of double kill screen, we are playing halt.
Yeah, so
Gerald implementing the strat.
Yeah, Gerald definitely doing the right thing here. Trying to go aggressive. Takes a Tetris 1.31. Dog almost with 1.3, but is in a lot of trouble. But Dog's going to top out. And Gerald's going to take the game. And it's going to be a match point for game number 4. For the potential championship.
Dog's face kind of telling you everything you needed to see there. He's like, what? What? It's like, bro, how he lived. how he lived, bro. It's crazy.
There we go. We will get the halt regardless. Maybe not a double one, but good enough. 1.43 for Gerald to end off game number 3. But let's get started once again. Take 2. For game 4, can Gerald take the championship or will Dog force a decider in 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
So here we go. Pivotal game number 4, as I always would say. Peek already mentioned what the scenario is. Gerald 1 win away from his very first CTL championship. Dog 1 win away from sending it to the decider and giving us that 5th game that the crowd is looking for. Not gonna lie here, Peek. Not gonna lie. I'm kind of rooting for Dog because I just want to have an interview with him. I don't know if Gerald would do an interview, but we'll see.
Maybe not. I'm just, just happy to be here.
Like we are a league. We'd like to interview the winning player. I always have to interview the player who loses, but we'd like to have interviews with the winning player and speak about their season and the matches that are going on. So we'd love to hear from Gerald, but obviously we don't force. The CTL is always a safe place. We're still a safe place for this.
We're
For the players, by the players.
We're still the fun league, as we say.
Yes, exactly. This pumpkin heart is furiously typing right now.
Gerald, nice little adjustment that we solved to create that adjustment. I mean, not the adjustment, to solve the dependency. JP's. So yeah, 121 for Dog, 127 for Gerald. Dog on the ropes. His back-to-back run on the line.
And as mentioned earlier, this is Dog's 3rd appearance in playoff history. We've only had playoffs for 3 seasons. We only started back in season 17. Dog was coming up from the losers end of the bracket and had to work his way back up to face Nenu in the final. Ended up beating Nenu in the first set in a sweep, and then lost to him in a decider, which was truly a amazing moment. If you want to go back and watch that, that is in the YouTubes, of course. Also the Twitch VODs if you want to go back that far, but it's easier to find on YouTube, right, Peek?
Yeah. Hold on, let me put the YouTube link.
Yeah, please, if you do, because we've got so many people here watching this match. Hundreds of people are here to witness this live on Twitch. And if you want to watch this again, you can watch it on YouTube. Peek will have the uploads very soon. And enjoy your favorite CTL moments at youtube.com/c/classic Tetris League. For all the action of Division 1 and playoffs will be showcased each and every week as Peek does weekly recaps on all your great moments of the league.
Definitely, please help support us there as well, if you so are able to. But Gerald looking for this Lombard dependent, but had to close down as well. So it's going to cost a bit of burning. Not a stranger to these dirty center walls, as we've seen from Gerald lately.
Yeah, that strat kind of paid off, as we were talking, right? We were saying that maybe he was trying to set up for a 38 or 39 Tetris, as he was moving along. They transformed to a center well for a few levels, and it paid off. It ended up working out for him. Managed it very well, where it the consensus becomes, trying to do a center well is not conducive to a player's scoring ability, because you got to take a lot of burns to maintain it and not let it get out of control. So he did a wonderful job with it there, and certainly has shown why he is fit to be here in the final versus a 2-time not only world champion but CTL champion.
Yeah, and it's that form of adaptation that makes him a good player. It's knowing, kind of realizing, if I keep playing safe, it might not get me much throughout the tournament. So I gotta take some risks and get used to these risks, so that I can just score better and be more efficient. And it's been working out for him so far. It's 1 game away for the championship. Can he do it?
And we'll certainly think that he has become a rival of Dog's now. Dog has so many opponents that he's faced over time, and I think like in every competition that he's a part of, he finds someone that is right there with him the whole entire way and gives him difficulty in advancing, not winning every tournament. I think You know, we've seen that he has battled Eric so many times in CTM, and his brother Andy. Those wars they've had before, those are kind of like his rivals there. We've seen him here in Cloud Tetris League. I think really Gerald has come out and become his ultimate rival here. So certainly, you know, this matchup could be something you see time in and time. You know, we talked about it in the halftime show that when we're talking about Division One and the playoff scenario and how it's been kind of cultivated these last 2 seasons, it's like it's the New York Yankees versus the Boston Red Sox, right? Two of the top teams going at it, vying for the championship or playoff spot or whatever, and that's what you're getting. It's just going to happen.
Yeah, Dog in a bit of trouble here. Before transition, this is a nice double. Level armor for the Tetris and gets Tetris in the transition. 580, 542 for Gerald. This could be it. The final 19 transition of the match and the season, technically. But it could also be the decider soon, so. Very, very exciting here. A lot on the line. Dog might be setting up a row 3 Tetris.
Ooh.
Hey, accidental hits there.
I don't think that was accidental. I think that was totally intentional. He's really going for that, but certainly it doesn't work when there is no long bars available. It comes way too late.
Yeah,
it's only 3 high here too. Yeah, he'll take only the triple, and he will safely. Yeah, he's gonna just burn this down. It's the right move to do, especially when you're down 2-1. Cannot afford to have major mistakes happen at this point.
Yeah, and Gerald has taken the momentary lead. But Dog scores a 30 center wall Tetris. That's 642. Gerald already has 700,000 points. So, Gerald in the driver's seat right now. Can he seal the deal? Dog.
Certainly looking like that.
Yeah, definitely. And Dog transfers as well to the right with a couple of burns. And he is going to be Tetris ready after that long bar on the left side. Waiting for another long bar for Tetris. Getting a bit droughted. Not droughted, but just not getting the right pieces here for Dog. And a Tetris there. 682. 110,000 points behind.
There are big moments that happen in the world of sports. This is going to have to be a big moment for Dog. Gerald with a clean stack, in control. We're on level 24. He's 80,000 points ahead of the defending CTL champion. Dog's going to have to be very efficient here from 25 to 29.
We have seen Dog chase down deficits with 29 play against Gerald actually tonight already twice. So this is still not over yet. This is still anybody's game, but Dog still has a definitive 100,000 point deficit. Oh, misdrops that long bar. Gets another long bar for Tetris. And another long bar to bring this down at 872. Gerald 926. The final levels of post-transition are nearing, and we are about to hit that 29 play.
Ooh, you know what that means, Peak? It is coming to the end. That ugly purple color is right in your face. Level 27. We are 14 lines away for Gerald. 18 lines away for Dog. 29 play will be in effect. They are playing halt as part of the sequence. So they will try to maximize what they can as we get close to 39, if we get there.
Exactly. Whenever they reach 39, that's it. No double kill screen lines. That is indeed it. One max out for both players. Dog can set up 2 more before 29. Gerald can set up it's already at kill screen actually. 1.05 off and running already as Dog is trying to get that those last couple of Tetrises to take the lead. Gerald with a boom Tetris 1.09, almost a 1.1. Here we go. Dog sets up a Tetris and a Tetris for Dog 1.12. Gerald in a bit of trouble here. Nice sequence of pieces there to burn this down as much as possible. Could set up another Tetris. Needs a long bar though. Is long bar dependent? Where's the long bar for Gerald? Gets the long bar in time. And a nice L piece to accommodate that dependency. And a Tetris for Gerald. 1.15. 1.14 for Dog. Still behind.
Oh my god, this is anybody's game. Dog, he got that lumbar all the way to the left side. If he missed it, it was going to be over. That L will help. Scaling a bit of a factor right now. We're on level 32. The two are going back and forth, toe-to-toe. Dog. It's thousands of points separated, but there's a Tetris for both. There we go. 4,000 points, give or take. It's going back and forth with the burns. Woo, Peak. This is crazy.
Gerald in a bit of trouble here. Dog with a cleaner board could set up a Tetris and capitalize on Gerald's dig as we are nearing the later levels. Already level 34 for Gerald, 33 for Dog. This could be the big moment we were talking about where Dog is able to clutch this up and force a decider, but we're still not over yet. Gerald already at level 35. Takes a Lombard for the safety double. Oh, but Dog misdrops a bunch of pieces. This could be it. And that's gonna do it. Gerald takes the game, the set, and the championship with a 1.3 for the first time. What a game.
He just said, what a game. What a match. Gerald Freeman has done it. He will say game 4 is another. And he is your season 19 CTL champion. Congratulations to Gerald Freeman.
There you go. Second halt there for Gerald. Back to back. Wow. What a set. What a tournament, really. What a playoff. Just a lot of amazing moments that happened throughout this night. And
unbelievable. Yeah. Unbelievable. Pumpy hard with the stats there. Gerald wins 7-6 overall. They played 13 games tonight because they had the decider in the first one. I believe it was 3-1 in the second one, and now 3-1 here. So, wow, Peak, what fire games, Dog. And you know what, Dog is such a great sportsman. He mentioned in the chat. He said, "Not gonna lie, those are fire games," and congratulated Gerald. That's true sportsmanship right there. As much of the trash talk that they have had amongst each other and Andy in the mix, at the end of the day, you know, they all shake hands and wish each other well after a match like that. I love it.
You love to see it. But yeah, hold on. I actually had a winner scene, but since I had to downscale it, really...
I was hoping that you would have one. But as you get that set, you know, again, ladies and gentlemen, congratulate Gerald Freeman is your CTL season 19 champion, his first one ever. So big kudos to him. Big shout out, deservedly so. He's been tremendous all season long. Only one loss overall in the season, and that was in the match against Dog for set 1 here of the final. He had been undefeated the whole entire way, undefeated in his division, and pretty much undefeated tonight as well too. So kudos to Gerald. Make sure you go to the Matcherino. Give some money to these guys. They played their heart out. Matcherino's open and will be open for a while. So please contribute some money. Give these guys their just deserved rewards. They have done a phenomenal job this season. They are tremendous athletes. You know, people will probably tell you, "Oh, it's a video game." What kind of playing are you talking about? No, they are absolute athletes. It takes hard-earned level and skill to play this game. And shout out to Puppy Heart, $1.69. Hey now, direct contribution, super stream payment to the prize pool. Yeah, that's how much Puppy got for streaming not too long ago. So he just put it right back in the prize pool. Thank you so much. All right, he will join us in 5 minutes. So that is fantastic. So we'll get to hear from Gerald, the new CTL champion, in about 5 minutes. So folks, stick around. We will have the post game coming up. I can't wait. Get to speak with the CTL champion. Miles is around. You can come and join. We'll talk. We'll chat on the post game here. Get some thoughts. We had Peyton earlier. Peyton, you're around. You want to come in? You guys can come and chat.
Yeah, any
kill some time before we have Gerald.
Any super streamers or like players want to join in? Why not? We are in the CTL Discord in the voice chat, so not a locked thing.
Well, they need to be entertaining though. I don't want just any bums showing up here.
You're right.
There we go. Definitely no bum showed up here. It is Miles the Great. Welcome in, Miles. What a fire match we just saw there. Tremendous.
Yeah, I mean, dude, that was some of the best Tetris I've seen in a while, dude. Like every game, 29 battles, consistently going far. Like Gerald got back-to-back 39 at the end there. Like it was a battle the whole way through.
It really was, and it was a tremendous job by all players tonight. I mean, we had the 2 early deciders going on. You know, Andy with reverse sweep on Sidnev. Those were no slouch games, and we saw Gerald defeat Dog in the first round of the winners bracket there. So that was tremendous. I also went to a decider. You know, I had talked about here, Miles, that I think, you know, Dog has a lot of rivals that he faces in and out in all these different events that he plays here. But I think CTL is really where I think he's finally found someone that is just going toe-to-toe with him and making it difficult for him to just run away each and every season. And that's Gerald Freeman. Would you agree?
Yeah, I agree. Gerald, I think, has kind of cemented himself as someone to be scared of, taken seriously now. Like, he's a real, maybe not a real player, but a real good player right now.
Right, he's fake. He's a fake player. Yes, of course.
Yeah.
But certainly. I mean, Gerald has taken his game to another level, and you know, his Masters win in his final CTM has certainly cemented his legacy there. But now he's cemented it here in CTL, the safe place to play, and has proven that he can be up there, and he's done a tremendous job. So you know, I mean, Miles, I know you are probably returning for the next season here. If Gerald returns, we'll ask him that a little bit later. But would you like to face him, perhaps in the same division, or is he someone that you say, I got to avoid this guy? Please don't pick me in that division.
Well, now that he's joined the VC, I'm just gonna say, no, I don't want to face him. Give me like Andy. I think is probably easier. But yeah. No, thank you.
Of course, no, thank you. Right? I don't know how many people would want to take on a giant like Gerald, and we have Gerald here, ladies and gentlemen. So Gerald, when you're ready, you can unmute, and congratulations on your stupendous win over a 2-time CTL champion and 2-time world champion Dog. Tremendous job by you, and I'm looking forward to hearing you momentarily. And Peak, tremendous games by Gerald here. He really did showcase what he has done all season long, just dominate overall. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I mean, he went into season 19 with a vengeance after losing that finale last season, and looking like he was just really consistent. He played what he needed to in 29. He didn't get crazy. Like, you might have thought, oh man, these setups from center walls are kind of crazy, but that's kind of what you need to do. And he did a tremendous job doing that. And definitely a well-deserved winner.
Yeah, without question. He certainly is deserving of all the accolades and achievements that he has gained throughout the entire season, throughout his CTL career. I mean, he's a player that has gone up the ranks too. It's not like someone that just showed up and got shoved into Division 1, as like sometimes we do that lately. But you know, he started out in Division 2, and he worked his way up and has been a mainstay now in Division 1 recently. So looks like we have Gerald having a little technical difficulty, but I think he's here now. Gerald, are you with us?
Am I?
You are, yes. You are with us here. He is here in cyberspace. Good evening
how's
to
it
you.
Going?
It's going great. No, we appreciate you coming on, and I think the world wants to hear from the newly minted CTL champion. Let's talk about your season overall before we get into the playoffs here. So overall, I mean, you just dominated the season. I mean, you were in a pretty tight division as far as the top over there. You, Sidnev, and SV basically just ran roughshod over the group there until it came down to the final weekend where the three of you had to kind of pair off. And let me give you your thoughts going into that match. Did you really see that was going to work out, that all three of you would go 5-0 going into the final weekend?
I was very annoyed when that happened because I wanted to at least get the second spot in the division finals, and SV was ahead of me in points, and Sidnev's extremely good, and I expected to lose versus Sidnev and maybe SV because he was fresh off the CTM win. So I wasn't expecting SV to perform as well as he did. I was expecting Tristop to beat me. I was expecting a couple other people to do really well. And yeah.
Well, you in turn did very well in that group, and certainly SV wasn't on his best of days either. He had kind of a rough day going out, but did that kind of take the pressure off after you had defeated him and going into the match with Sidnev? You already knew that you were getting placed into the top twos, which is kind of what you were looking for. And then on that Sunday playing Sidnev, where you're looking to just play conservatively just to kind of get yourself set and maybe see if something happens to Sidnev, or were you looking to go aggressive and cement that top spot so you can get that bye?
I mean, I played extremely boring versus Sidnev. I lined out like all the games I won, like no Tetrises at all, I don't think, and it worked out, and I still feel bad about it because it was obviously frustrating Sidnev at the time, but yeah, my strategy was going in was I didn't really care too much if I won or lost versus Sidnev. It was just like I was already in, guaranteed, so I was getting that 10% or whatever of the prize pool, and I was happy with that, but it worked out in the end.
It most certainly did, because then you get the bye going into the playoffs, and then of course your adversary Dog is who ends up winning the 1B group, and once again, just as last season, the two of you faced off, and tremendous match between the two of you in the first set going in the winner's side, and perhaps maybe to some people an unexpected win for you in that first one. Kind of take us over the course of that first set with Dog. Were you feeling stronger as the match was going on into that fifth game?
I was expecting to lose going into it, and I was expecting to lose when I was down 0-2, and I just lucked out for the last three games, really. It was my goal, like it was on my stream scene for a while, that what I wanted for 2023 was to beat Dog at least once, because until today I was like 0-3 against him. I'd lost every set and none of them were close. So that was my goal for 2023, and I've already completed it in February. So
and not only have you completed it, you've doubled it already as well too. So we go into obviously you beat Dog here, and then you go into the final, and then you got Dog and Andy. Now, watching that match, obviously Dog with the easy sweep, but were you looking forward to maybe getting a match with Andy? I know the two of you guys kind of banter a bit here in the chat, and a lot of people want to see that match over again. I think the two of you have a great rivalry being built as well too. Were you looking forward to maybe getting Andy, or were you the kind of mentioned expecting Dog to come out and have to go a couple of rounds with him?
Like I expected Dog to win because he was playing really well in like game one versus Andy, I think. I wanted to play Andy because it's a fun match when I play Andy. Like all of it's like we've got like 2 reverse sweeps versus each other or something like that, and it's still an even set record. And I wanted to win and have a positive record versus Andy, but I also wanted to play Dog because he's Dog, and you want to play the best, and Dog is the best. So yeah.
Well, certainly, yeah. In order to be the best, you got to beat the best. That's how the old adage goes. And then we go into the final here. You lose the first set to Dog in a tough one. Both of you battle it out again, and then you beat him in the second set. So let's talk real quick about the strategy that went into the matchup. We saw that a little bit in the first set, where the two of you guys kind of disagree on how the match would be played out as far as the rule set is concerned. So kind of go into the conversation here. What is the strategy when you're playing a player like a Dog or an Andy, as far as how you'd like to go, where you chose no SPS and obviously halt, which was people were very surprised you choosing that?
So for the halt part, it was mostly a joke. Like everyone likes, like on YouTube, it's like, oh, super kill screen. It's the future. I love it. I love how it changes the game, right? And nobody ever gets any points on double kill screen when they play. So I just like picked halt almost as a meme for viewers more than anything. Like Dog's probably a little bit better than me at double kill screen. Like my my PB's like 4 lines or something from double kill screen start. So that's one thing, but I don't think going in, I didn't care about the potential 4,000 points or whatever that he could get over me on double kill screen. For the no SPS, I remember like months ago, something like, it might have had something to do with like a Game Scout video or something about how screen looking was a strategy that Dog and Andy were using during C2WC because it was same P sets and Max Out Club, I think, or something like that, where you could see the drought counter. And I just assumed that he would be a lot better than me at screen looking with Max Out Club. So I thought, well, I can't really look at the Max Out Club very much during my matches. I'm not used to it. I just listen to the comms for my score updates. And like my computer is always tilted at a weird angle so that the webcam can point at my controller. So I can't actually really see the display for Max Out Club. So I just wanted to get out of the screen looking meta that they seem to have developed in like 2020 and stuff. And also, no SPS favors the person that's luckier, and I wanted to be luckier.
Certainly, the strat worked today, so it certainly was viable, and that might lead to maybe future opponents of the Dog and Andy's to maybe try that as an attempt to maybe overcome that. Because as Miles had mentioned, there are players that have come close to beating those guys, but it always just seems like they edge them out at the end. So maybe you have now opened Pandora's box and led to maybe the secret to beating the video game brothers. So kudos to you, and good feeling for you, right? Going into this season 19, obviously taking away some good coin, and you'll be taking away 50% of the prize pool for this one. And so far, shout out to Pumpy Hard, another $3 direct contribution. He says the rest of his payout that he got from super streaming, that's very nice. He got $4.69 hanging out. And so far we're at 582. Match Arena will stay open for a while, so hopefully we can get over that 600 marker. And Gerald, you can walk away with maybe potentially over $300. That'd be fantastic for you. Miles, anything to say to the new CTL champ, the player you discovered, of course?
Yeah, I mean, now that we've kind of established Gerald as like a top player, you've won CTL, CTM. Who's all are you, bro? Like, just tell us. Like, you can tell us now.
Yeah.
Who's the alt?
I'm Miles Miller.
Oh, you're me. Okay. Got it. All right.
Methylates? Is it methylates? Oh man, I should have known. All right. Well, Gerald, congratulations on this huge win. Again, as you mentioned, you wanted to beat Dog, and you've not only just done it once, you've done it twice in the same night. Not many people can say that. Not too many people can say they've beaten the two-time world champion twice in one evening, and you are one of those that has done it. You have cemented your legacy here for CTL. And of course, the question we always ask, are you looking to return for season 20 as we maybe look to make some minor changes or maybe major changes, who knows, for the upcoming season?
Maybe. Probably, yeah.
Probably, yes. Because, of course, CTL is the safe place for hand cams all the time. So, Gerald, thank you.
It.
You got it, brother. Don't worry. Gerald, thanks so much, man. Anything you want to say to your adoring fans? Where they can follow you, of course, at twitch.tv /Gerald_Freeman. Anything else you want to add to this evening's festivities?
No, I got nothing.
There you go. He's got nothing, but all he got is the CTL Championship Season 19. He is the man at the top of the mountain. Congratulations to you, Gerald. Thanks for joining.
Thank you.
So there you have it. Peek, Miles, tremendous evening we just saw of Classic Tetris. Peek, you've done a hell of a job hosting here, over 5 hours. I don't know how you do it, right? Oh, because I used to do it, so it's okay. So certainly a great night of Classic Tetris, and as mentioned, we'll probably make some little tweaks here. Maybe, add a few wrinkles in Division. I think the Max Out Club certainly has some benefits to it, so we will discuss that internally amongst the mods and basically myself. and get some player reaction as well. We always like to poll the players at the end of each season and get their feedback as well, because CTL is for the players, by the players, and will always be that way. Peek, throw it to you, man. Thank you so much for hosting. You're the man, brother. Miles, any last minute things you want to say?
Yeah, I want to say thanks to King and Peekayric. You guys make CTL great. Keeping it going after Moo's gone. I actually appreciate it a lot. I really like CTL, so thank you guys.
Well, we appreciate you playing in it, and yes, I will make sure that you always play in it. You'll never leave. So hopefully you'll win a championship one day.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, we'll get there.
Get some prize money, bro. Get some prize money. Maybe that might happen. With the revamped Division 1, we might be.
Oh yeah, we gotta nerf the division, make it so I can win. Let's go.
Let's go. Peek, final thoughts, man. Go ahead. Sign us off.
I'm so tired, but I'm also really glad I got to do this. It's been so long. I think like months probably. So I'm really happy to be here and to actually get to commentate and not be sick. So definitely been a good moment for me. And yeah, also thank you to everyone for tuning in and just watching, because we probably wouldn't be doing this if nobody cared. But people do care, and they do watch, and they always want to see more. So we'll keep giving you guys more.
Most certainly will. And thank you so much for watching here. There are still some playoffs that will be resolved. We got tomorrow. Colin is here. He's going to get a big dash battle. He's got Grand Designs and Maestro going at it in one of the playoff matches on President's Day. You can believe that. Tomorrow's a holiday, sort of. And also have a Division 1-2 matchup later in the week. So stay tuned for that. We have CTL draw coming up in a couple of weeks. We got Summit Championship is also coming up in a few weeks as well. March 12th, Peek, write it down. That is when Season 20 will begin for our Classic Tetris Leaguers. Sign-ups are available now. See, Peek, this is where you got to have slides, man. You should have incorporated slides.
I did
so
have
show that.
I do have slides. Since I downscaled everything, it ruined everything.
Oh my god, dude, guys.
I'll do it in post. It's fine.
All right, I'll do it in post. So I'll just speak now, and then you'll edit it in.
Yeah.
Season 20 registration is open, ladies and gentlemen. It will be extended an extra week since we will start a week later. But get into the Discord. You can go there, tinyurl.com/Classic Tetris League, and sign up. If you are a max out player and above, you certainly can get in to Classic Tetris League. If you are on the cusp of reaching the max out, or you're just beginning your Tetris journey, we also have the Tetris for the non-pros. You can also see them at tinyurl.com/Tetris for the non-pros. I think that's the address. Peek will put it in the description. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
For Peekayric, for Miles, Methylates, and myself, and Peyton for joining earlier, and of course that Dirty Dutchman Elp is the king. We're signing off. Peek, rate us, send us somewhere in the world of Classic Tetris.
Sakademus is the only one live. I guess I'll rate him.
Oh crap.
Yeah, unfortunate. All right, guys. See y'all later. Good night.